love, cause you never know.
You never know. You never know. I don't know that song. What are we singing? I don't know that.
That was You Never Know by Immortal Technique.
I do know that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Creaky Tiki Studios in Creaky Tiki. We have such good shoot, the podcast about anything and everything in the goddamn world of wrestling today. You know, up above me, we have Isaac coming to you all the way from Vermont.
Creaky Tiki, Vermont, dude.
Yeah. And next to him, we have Shane coming to you from
Ohio, Ohio.
Yeah,
hey, there we go.
Creaky Tiki, Ohio.
Yep, and from Creaky Tiki, I'm Dozer. We're going to talk about some wrestling tonight or something.
Fuck.
Lunchables, you can go fuck yourself.
Jesus Christ, all right.
Damn, that Chic of the Week was fast. We didn't even get our drinks in, what we got going on. Clearly, somebody did not read the format I sent.
No,
I got to light my blunt, though, right off the bat.
I just got to keep everyone on their toes.
No, that was good. That was good.
Especially the one next to me.
And that was the
Chic.
Yeah, I fucked it up already.
Of the week! See?
We're off to a great fucking start tonight.
Dude,
so,
we're going to have so much fun, everybody.
What you drinking tonight?
You asked me? Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got this really large thermos deal-ish thing, water bottle, filled with Kraken and root beer. For Isaac, I found one can of root beer.
Oh, shut the front door, dude. I'm drinking the same fucking thing. Not Kraken. I'm drinking the Cap Morgan. But I also have one of the Polar Seltzer Juniors. This is Werewolf Howls. It's impossibly good. Werewolf Howls is a grape escape into the sparkling unknown. So
is it like alcoholic or
no? It's just seltzer.
Oh no, it's just okay.
Yeah, they're for kids. They're for kids. This one's Werewolf Howls. There's unicorn kisses.
I love the spicy water, dude. Spicy water is my shit.
Angry water, yeah. There's mermaid whispers. There's a bunch of them. They're really good. Basil
Hayden's. Some good bourbon.
So
sorry, Shane, do you like the root beer Kraken combo?
It's okay. It's not my favorite thing, but like Kraken is one of those things that you have to mix. And whatever you mix it with, it kind of just tastes like Kraken, but it's okay because it's like $20 for a liter.
Mm-hmm. But the root beer is already kind of Kraken flavored.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just kind of morphs. So Dozer.
Yes.
I just have a quick question. So I paid roughly, like 30 cents for the can of pop as well as, $20 for the liter of Kraken. Isaac, how much do you have invested in your beverage tonight? Just total.
The Captain Morgan, I think, is a $25 bottle, and then I bought a 4-pack of Stewart's root beer, probably about $5.
So we're looking at like $50 total investment. Dozer, how much is that whiskey? How much that cost you?
Well, I'm winning tonight because it cost me absolutely nothing. It was a Christmas gift.
Oh, how about that?
Well, what, a bottle of Basil Hayden, that's like a $45 bottle?
Probably 55.
Okay.
Let's look it up.
Let's look it up, folks. We're talking.
Looking up liquor prices.
Hell yeah.
Liquor prices. Hey, Shane, why don't you tell us about this week's douche bag of the week?
Oh, yeah. So
the douche bag of the week.
Yeah. Man with the plan.
The
boy, he's just got some plans, man. Yeah. So Isaac.
Yes, I don't. All I know is that he got canceled for some comments, and I don't know anything more than that. So I'm about to react.
So in fairness, I didn't do like a super deep dive into the interview, so I'm not sure if he provided any context. Not that I think it matters very much. Also, this was from the year 2013, so he could have grown as a person and just hope that nobody ever saw. Well,
and let's just be clear. Let's just be clear, ladies and gentlemen. I am a Jewish person, so I get to speak on behalf of all Jewish persons.
I had no idea.
Well, hi.
Well, one, he pretty much implied that the Sandy Hook massacre was planned, and that it was the start of a like a race war in America. And then he in the same interview,
planned.
Yes,
but it was planned by the jackass who did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He also said that the gas chambers in concentration camps were not for killing; they were actually for delousing.
Which is true. No, this is true. Except in the Germans' minds, the Jews were the lice.
Yes. He also then went on to say that the entirety of like the death counts from the Holocaust were faked by some world organization. I can't remember exactly what he said, to artificially inflate the numbers so that way Israel could be created.
Okay. You know, this Brian Kendrick guy, he's got a lot of good points. But you know, he's still wrong. It's like he got each one half right, and then he like got the other half so fucking just like awfully wrong that you can't help but hate him. Like, yes, Sandy Hook was planned. It was just planned by fucking, what is it? I want to say Dylan Roof, but I think that was Columbine.
Yeah, pretty sure that was the Columbine.
But yeah. Okay, well, he's a douchebag. I mean, I'm not, I'm pro-Palestine. I'm a pro-Palestine Jew, so like, I don't give a shit about the state of Israel. But
he's the douchebag of the week.
He is.
Dude, I saw it real quick, and I was like, oh yeah, like not that I'm saying I take any of this lightly, but I was like, oh yeah, somebody came out with some sexually related, something, and I was like, okay, yeah, like here it comes, like let's wait a day or two, see if any more come out, see what happens. And then when I saw it was like about Jewish shit, I was like, oh fuck.
It's so good, dude. I love it. Being anti-Semitic in fucking 2022 is like such a flex, dude. It's so funny. It's just like
I'm more impressed that he has his own pro wrestling promotion, and it's apparently been operating since 2013. And it has probably the best worst name.
What is it?
It is called Brian Kendrick's Wrestling Pro Wrestling.
I'm the man with the plan.
Not a marketing department.
Oh my fucking god. Oh wow, what a douchebag. I'm more pissed about that than I am about any of his comments. Holy shit, dude, that's fucking terrible. Oh my god. What are we doing next? What are we talking about after this?
Next we have something. I don't know where to put this because it's news. I feel we need to talk about it because Vince loves Brock more than his own son.
Me too.
But
not my son, his son. I like Brock more than Shane.
Shane O'Mac was fired.
Not you. I like you more than Brock.
Shane O'Mac was fired by his old man, and that takes some skill.
I mean,
he deserved it so much. Jesus.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's everything in WWE is so weird because like you hear like a quarter of all the stories from backstage, and you sort of have to put it all together, and it just seems like he was like pissed off because he couldn't do more in the Rumble and he couldn't be like a bigger star.
Yeah,
and like it just fucked everything up. But I don't.
According to Wade, who was actually on the dirt sheets this morning, he's doing a deep delve into the Shane O'Mac controversy. Apparently, Shane O'Mac was put in charge of the Rumble. That was his job. He had everything written up. Vince just tore it up like 2 hours before the show because he didn't like it enough. Like rewrote everything, and apparently they were changing like everything on the fly, and it was like Vince, Shane, and Brock. And I guess like Shane was running everything still, so everyone's like coming up to Shane. He didn't want to talk about it because he was trying to figure out what he was going to do for himself. So that pissed everyone off. He forgot Finn Balor entirely.
Forgot Cesaro.
Dude, whatever, man. If there's any chance that we can get some McMahon other than Triple H out of that company in any like actual decision making facet, dude, it's for the best. I mean,
Chinese cable company.
Jesus Christ, he threw Kevin Owens over the top rope in the Rumble, and like I understand that's long-term storytelling, but Jesus Christ, Kevin Owens feuded with Shane McMahon and hasn't been the same since. Why would you bring that up again? His career is just, Universal Champion, the stuff with Jericho, the Jericho feud, losing to Goldberg down here, and then the feud with Shane McMahon, and then he's just been lost. And you bring it up again, and then you have him lose to Shane again because he's the one booking the match.
He was out striking Matt Riddle.
Yes,
dude. He fucking popped Matt Riddle. Those first like 2 strikes he threw at him. At least I think it was him. He stiffed someone real hard.
I just want to see, now that he's been released, I do genuinely want to see Shane O'Mac pop up at a GCW event.
That would make my day.
Dude, it would be huge. Can you imagine he's really pissed off, dude?
It would be fucking awesome.
Bring him in as Cardona's manager.
Dude. Dozer, you have no idea how
dude, you just broke Shane completely. Wow, yeah. You got him so good, his internet connection fucking shit the bed with that, dude. That was the riot, the GCW riot.
Ooh, damn.
Hello?
Oh, he's back.
Hello.
Sorry, he's back.
I don't understand what
you were about to say something along the lines of that would be the fucking thing that would cause everyone at GCW to riot, but
yeah, dude, it would the chairs. Like it would break the internet more than Cardona and Nick Gage.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So cool.
That'd be awesome. And Shane O'Mac is like a kind of a good fit for there. As weird as it is to say that,
especially managing Cardona, because Cardona's doing the whole, Rob Van Dam is now Mr. Monday Night. You know what I mean? And Cardona's, the real pro wrestler.
Yeah.
That'd be
awesome. It'd be good.
But also, real quick, apparently, according to Wade again on the dirt sheets, the plan is still just to bring Shane O'Mac as soon as this blows over, because they want to put him in a program with Seth Rollins going into WrestleMania, dude.
Wow. What the fuck?
Hey, why are you knocking everything over, Nat?
I mean, that's just dirt sheet nonsense, maybe.
Yeah.
But good lord, it sounds like WWE.
Call up Brian Kendrick and get his opinions on this. I'm sure he has some good theories on this one.
Yeah, dude, that if that's their plan, it's a good idea. It's similarly,
it's a great idea.
I do want to point out something I find fucking hilarious because I still have Brian Kendrick's page up here. And do you want to know who produced the interview that got him fucked over where he said all this shit?
High Spots.
High Spots.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Brian Kendrick presents The Kendrick Theory.
Oh, shit.
Also, 9/11 was faked with holograms.
With holograms?
Holograms.
Oh, I didn't know about that one. Damn.
Wow. Like, again, half right. And then you get into the hologram shit, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't a hologram in 2022. They don't look believable now.
What kind of hologram can you use to blow up a building?
Wait, so does that mean if you shoot Tupac's hologram, similar outcome? Will that just become like another hologram, like a smaller hologram?
Compton will explode.
If they're doing it like Tupac's, where'd they get glass big enough for that? There's just like a giant glass dome over New York City we don't see. Is it like Disney World?
Oh, like the Simpsons movie?
Yeah. But
we need to get Homer to ride a motorcycle.
The TV series and also novel by Stephen King, Under the Dome. How about that for a random
getting some dome
reference? No.
You want to hear a good reference about dome? When the New York Yankees were getting ready to tear down the old park and build the new one, the final season at Yankee Stadium, they wrote letters to all of their living like legends still, and they sent out like a souvenir asking what like their most memorable moment was at the park and why it was so memorable, what they remember, etc. And Mickey Mantle sent a reply, and that his most memorable moment was getting his dick sucked under the right field bleachers during the 7th inning stretch. And they're like, what was so memorable about it? And he said, well, I couldn't fuck that night because I had pulled my groin. And I just remember after I came in her mouth, she asked me what to do with it. And I told her, I don't know. I ain't no cocksucker. Like you could you can go online and find this because they have a copy of the actual letter from Mickey Mantle, right? And it's like I told her I don't know, I ain't no cocksucker. Anyway, getting dumb. Speaking of that, let's main event segue.
It's time for our main event.
So good, dude.
The 2022 Royal Rumble.
Yes, it is.
Let me gather together all my intelligence, all my brain cells. Find where the fuck my mouse is.
Yeah, we started this one out with Seth frickin' Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Dude, they started out with the best match of the night, man.
Dude, this shit
by like a lot.
I mean, it's hard because like I really, really liked the Women's Royal Rumble match, but it's also hard to rate Royal Rumble matches on the same scale.
I mean,
But that being said, fuck, man, this is like some of the best long-term storytelling I've seen WWE do, and maybe forever. Like,
and
Seth coming into with the Shield entrance. Oh fuck! Playing up the chair shot shit. Like,
I mean, the Shield entrance was something that like it was a shock to everyone, but it made sense because they had mentioned Mox a couple times before, like in promos and things. They referred to him as Mox, which are really cool. I'm glad WWE did that and didn't refer to him as Dean because that would have been just the most WWE shit. But yeah, nobody expected it. The pedigree, the pedigree spear counter.
That was incredible. We saw the fucking curb stomp early.
He does the stomp now again.
Okay. Well, I'm coming in this not having watched anything since Survivor Series. So.
The stomp has been unoutlawed.
Gotcha. Well, it was great. I popped for that. I just thought the match was so well put together. Yeah. They both look strong as hell. The finish wasn't the best finish, but under the circumstances with what they're trying to do, like it was pretty fucking good, man. I credit to Roman Reigns for stepping his game up since his debut in the Shield, and credit to Rollins for somehow doing the same thing character-wise. I don't know if he's like, I mean, when Seth Rollins first debuted in the Shield, like he was just batshit crazy in the ring, and he's like calmed his style down a lot, and that's probably because they just tell him he can't do all this shit. But he used to just do those crazy dives over the ropes, like.
Yeah, I mean, he was a Phoenix Splash guy.
Yeah, he was great, man, and like, but he's also evolved his style
he's fucking really bulked up, dude. He probably weighs 40 pounds more now than what he weighed at most any point in time when he was in shape.
Good on him, and again, Roman for being awesome, and just the whole story without having, anybody down at the ring with them. Yeah, it was good. I guess never mind. I'm thinking of later match, but yes,
the power bomb through the table at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was just layer on layer, like you said, of just long-term storytelling with two of the best wrestlers in the WWE.
The chairs came out.
I mean, really two of the best wrestlers in the world. I mean, you can argue, they're not the best, whatever, but. They're both top 100 guys for sure, without question. And they just went out and did their thing. I mean, and it felt like WWE should feel where these these wrestlers, these superstars are allowed to remember things that used to happen and use it to their advantage or not.
It was 4 stars for me. I loved it. I really had a great time, and I was like, "Holy shit, this can be a lot of fun."
I 100% agree, because it would have been like a 4.25 or a 4.5 without the finish. The finish kind of sucked, but at least it made sense, within context of the rest of the show, and it made sense within context of both of their characters.
Mm-hmm.
The finish. My only issue with the finish is it's not this match. This should have been a rubber match or a rebound match for this second time they're fighting. The first time should have been at a mid-tier pay-per-view for this finish.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah,
Big 4 pay-per-views need to have more definitive finishes, and this was fucked up. But I really, really enjoyed the look on Roman's face as the crowd was chanting "Roman sucks," and you see like the cracks appearing. And I don't know how much of that was like planned, like they expected the crowd to do this or not, but it looked good. It was well sold, and it was a 4 from me as well.
Oh shit! I need to go grab more alcohol.
No.
So while you figure out the Meltzer rating, Dozer, I'm going to pitch an idea to you. Here's how I think this feud should end. Especially if they're going to do Shane versus Seth. Isaac, here's just my pitch idea real quick. I think in order to blow this feud off, they should totally do a really, really, really not over the top in a bad way or over the top in like a GCW deathmatchy way. They should do like a huge, street fight hardcore thing. I'm talking, maybe Falls Count Anywhere. I'm just talking brawl everywhere throughout the arena. Make it long. Make it like 25, 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Just let them run around and do their thing and put it on whatever the, next show is. Yeah, because I'll tune into that 100%. I will watch that match without question.
Is the next show
Saudi Arabia? Is the
Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia or something?
Next show after that, then. Sorry, make it headline whatever the next in-state pay-per-view is or network event.
Yeah, premium live event.
Yes,
and
PLEs, please.
That would be really great, and it'd also be a great time. Not that I think he would ever do it, but if you ever were going to try to bring Mox back, have him randomly interfere in that.
Like I said earlier, can you guys imagine if an act of God happens and there's just this sudden like working relationship with AEW and WWE? Lights go out in an AEW show, maybe with, like I said, the Elite or whoever the biggest, faction is at the time. And it's Seth, Mox, and Roman in the ring. Can you imagine? Oh.
Could you imagine if they went even better and tried to go parody and tried to act as if Shane bought AEW?
Yeah. Can you imagine? Oh man, yeah. Can you imagine if Sasha Banks was just sitting on your face?
No. Can you imagine if Dave Meltzer rated this a 4?
Well, lucky for you. Dave Meltzer gave it a 3.75.
Wow.
That's close.
Hair on his chinny chin.
Right.
Dave, that was an honest rating. I no disrespect thrown at you. 3.75 is.
That brings us to our ladies' Royal Rumble match.
Holy shit! I'm looking at times on this. The fucking second longest woman in this match is not who I would have expected.
Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
She was in there forever.
She had 37 minutes.
She's been on the rise, dude. The last pay-per-view I went to, I don't remember which one it was. It was Finn versus Roman. She wrestled
Becky.
Yeah, Becky.
Okay.
A pretty good match.
Well, this Royal Rumble started out great with friend of the podcast, Melina, coming in second after Sailor Moon.
Sasha Banks. Dude, the nerds have material now. Dude.
She's
Aaron
sexy.
Aaron said it the best. She was like, the weebs have like a month worth of shit to jack off to now.
Oh my god, so good.
Yeah, I mean, Sasha was looking very good there.
Mm-hmm.
Melina comes in, which was exciting to see her.
They gave her an awesome entrance,
and then she just got dumped out and did nothing, which was kind of a huge bummer. Mm-hmm. I don't think Melina should have won by any means, but the fact that she got treated like such a joke, which is something that happens kind of a couple times in this Rumble, and I think this one is really the most egregious of them. Even though it is Sasha.
Yeah. He could have had
something.
Been in there for 5-10 minutes or whatever, but she was only in there second, so they could give her the proper entrance that everybody wanted to see.
Yep. Yeah, 5'10".
Shortest person in this match.
Zelina?
Shortest was Mighty Molly. At 20 seconds.
God, I love Molly Holly. Like, this match had two of my all-time most underrated favorite women's wrestlers of all time, dude. Ivory, Molly Holly.
And Melina.
And that made me happy. Yeah, but I mean, like,
Ivory was awesome. This match was so much fun. They, you could tell they put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, they really cared.
Kelly's elimination was fucking batshit. Like, she just sort of like got kicked flat onto her face, like off the apron, which was just, it was crazy. I was like, holy shit, that's a fucking crazy bump to be taking as a fucking just like a fucking 3-minute fucking entrant or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, say real quick, we have to talk about Mickie James entering to Hardcore Country
with the
as
belt.
Impact Women's Champion, which they put on the screen with the belt. That put a genuine smile on my face because you could tell how much that meant to her.
Oh, and you know what else we didn't mention is genuine moments was the face off between Melina and Sasha Banks, and they show Melina and she's like borderline about to cry.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
This Rumble was fun, if not showing they really don't know what to do with the women's division on either show. And that's the issue I have internally with it, because there were so many legends. Not that she is a legend. No disrespect to Summer Rae, but she was involved. There was Michelle McCool. There was, Ivory, like we said earlier. There was Lita, who's going to go on and face Becky at the next non-Saudi show, I think, which is pretty cool for her and definitely an interesting match. It just kind of showed that the women's division is really shallow as far as what they know.
I was going to say, do you know how many Raw superstars or how many Raw wrestlers were in the Rumble, on the women's Rumble?
Like 6,
8, and 7 for
SmackDown.
For SmackDown,
but it was
it was 15 of them. So the rest of it was free agents and quote unquote legends.
It was entertaining as hell, though, because they worked a lot of stories in. You had Cameron coming back to get instantly cheated and eliminated by Sonya, who was back in wrestling after being the commissioner or whatever, and then you have Naomi coming out right after and avenging.
I forgot how much I wanted to fucking eat Cameron's ass.
Oh, Jesus Christ! There we go.
Oh, dude, that thing was incredible.
You had Mickie James eliminating Michelle McCool and doing a callback to the Piggy James stuff, and you had all of these elements.
You had fucking Michelle McCool hitting a fucking Styles Clash.
Yeah, dude, that was sick.
It looked better than anyone AJ Styles has ever hit, too. That shit looked good.
You had Nikki turning heel on Mighty Molly, which I thought was, obviously a horrible moment because Molly Holly is a fucking angel and I love her. Yeah. But also, I mean, just good stuff. I mean, and
Ivory with the promo,
the whole you're a lost little girl. You're all lost little girls.
I see little girls. Yeah, how dare you?
This was just a ton of fun.
Yep.
I think and even though not enough actual wrestlers did things, they did enough storyline stuff that obviously plus stuff that we didn't talk about. I mean to make it worth it. I mean this was just a really good Rumble match.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I don't love Ronda Rousey, but I understand her winning, coming back, whatever.
I thought it was great. I wasn't expecting it, and as soon as she came back and I saw her with Shayna Baszler in the ring, I freaked out.
Also,
the fuck out.
Real quick, genuine moments. Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, when Liv Morgan stands up and turns around and she's just sobbing, and Sarah Logan's on the other side and they break it up. Dude, that got like genuine heat out of me, which doesn't happen very much, but I was pissed off because I wanted to see him hug.
It's so hard to rate this on a scale of a 5.
3.75, because it was either a 4 or a 3.5. Just cut it down the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 4. I had a lot of fun. My biggest issue, it was as close to a perfect women's Rumble match as we've seen. I think the only thing that could have made it better was if they had really built it to a climax of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler facing off, and actually put some time and effort to trying to build that story.
That was the issue with both Rumble matches, is you didn't have the kind of customary 5 to 6 extra minutes of actual work between the final two competitors. Both were really kind of paint by the numbers finishes.
The Ronda Rousey she missed a kick and tossed her out. So four is what I'm going with, because it had the potential to be as close to a 5 as possible.
Also, we didn't talk about Brie and Nikki Bella returning.
I like is Brie Daniel Bryan's?
Yes.
Girl.
And then Nikki.
I did like her doing the yes chant because it's something that's so like intertwined with Daniel Bryan, and it is like an acknowledgement of him, and I appreciate that. Let her do it.
I liked Brie eliminating Nikki, which was kind of like a reverse because Nikki turned heel on Brie like 10 years ago or whatever now.
At the Rumble,
yeah. And joined Stephanie. I like that. And apparently both of them have said that they're not going anywhere. They're like going to do some matches. Like,
nice.
I mean, yeah, which is good for them. And I'm glad Brie
still has on Total Divas or something.
Well, I mean, I'm just glad that Brie still has a good relationship with the company beyond, Bryan Danielson leaving, and that's all cool.
And getting to do the S chant, that was sweet. But
yeah, I mean, this was just a hot start to the show. I was in a good mood.
Yeah, absolutely. And so my friend Phil brought up a point of, is WWE going to return the favor to Impact? And I say that's a hard no.
No way.
But what I am thinking is maybe this is a lead-in and a returning the favor to Mickie James, and she will be this year's Women's Hall of Fame inductee.
I think she should be.
I mean, I think who it could be, but that's the story I like.
I think the smartest decision they could have made in this match was having Mickie win.
Dude, that would have been wild shit.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying, right?
No one would have seen that coming.
Yeah, no. And you have all of these people like, oh my God, it's crazy that she's entering, but I'm sure she's gonna lose. And then you have that John Cena versus CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011 in Chicago. Everybody knows CM Punk's contract's running out situation, right? You have that, except over the course of 3 months. Can you imagine whoever she chooses, to face? Can you imagine the interconnection between shows? And you could have, X and X go over to Impact, and you could have X and X come over to Raw, and it would work really well for both shows. But
it would be good wrestling.
Yeah, it would be exciting.
It would be.
It would be something to look forward to.
Yep. I gave this match a 3.5. I enjoyed it. That's about all you're getting out of me on that. I enjoyed it.
There's a lot of nice booty holes.
Yes. Oh, also, Sarah Logan got thick.
Yes,
and Dana Brooke got swapped out for a fucking some weird
artificial intelligence.
I don't know who that was, but I was like, that does not look like
Aaron said she still thinks she looks the same. Dude, she looked like a Barbie doll.
She did not look the same. Dana Brooke is thicker than that. She lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, I was gonna say she looked real thin,
which is sad.
Well, I mean, if she's healthy, good for her.
She was healthy before. She looked good, thick.
Well,
because she wasn't like she just had some. It's like Natty thickness. Like Natty's just like got that extra meat thickness. And speaking of thickness, we got Dewdrop versus Becky Lynch, right? Well, I had a great transition there with the thickness.
Meltzer.
You got the Meltzer.
Sorry. Speaking of autistic. Sorry, we're not allowed to make that joke.
If the Colt isn't allowed to make that joke, we fucking aren't. So gave it a 3.25, which means we have a straight.
Yeah, we definitely have a straight. That's at least a drink. I mean,
all right, we'll drink for the straights.
I don't think that's ever happened. It might not ever happen again.
That's rarer than a clusterfuck.
Yeah, honestly.
We have our next match is two women fighting while a sign burns.
Yeah, I was wondering what Becky was saying. She's like, "Oh, I'm the reason that sign's on fire." I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Well, and the crowd chanting, "That's on fire."
That's
on fire. Dude, this match.
Imagine being in a burning fucking building and just clapping about it.
Yeah, just imagine being in a burning building while something called Duo Drop is wrestling.
Duo Drop.
God, it sucks so bad because Piper Niven can fucking wrestle. and she deserves a name better than Duo Drop. And this match really happened. They both tried super hard. There was like a backdrop driver from Duo Drop to Becky.
There was that running senton.
Yeah, into the it was a Mick Foley bump into the stairs. That's really
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
But
they put their all into it. The crowd wasn't into it because they were tired. There was a sign on fire. Something wasn't clicking. But all in all, I was surprised at just how good it was, considering all those factors. There's not a lot to talk about, but it was still, for me, it was a 3 1/4.
It was a 3 on the dot for me.
Yeah.
The 3 on the dot for me. It was good. The sign on fire was better. The fact they got the sign on fire a second time during the night was fucking hilarious.
It gained heat towards the end. Like it was maybe
on fire.
Well, no, it caught fire early in the match, and then the match caught fire, so the fire was received.
It's called a dad joke.
Fuck!
Hey, what did Dave?
Big Daddy.
Jane Razor Glass were drinking. He gave it a 3.
You're welcome.
Meltzer's been responsible tonight.
Yeah.
He has. And now we have Brock Lesnar taking on Bobby Lashley.
Dude, Brock Lesnar almost got his neck broke in this match. You see that one fucking just like throwaway suplex that he landed like on the back of his head?
The very first move in the match.
Dude, he almost broke his neck. But goddamn, dude, I loved this. This is a great big man match. Great meat slapping meat, big hoss throwing around, suplexing the shit out of each other match.
This was the Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg match from like 4 or 5 years ago at Mania. This was that match, except Bobby Lashley can actually kind of bump. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I hate Brock Lesnar, and I'm gonna bitch a lot about Brock Lesnar here in about 15 minutes. But yeah, I like this match. I like this match a ton. It didn't overstay its welcome. It was every Brock Lesnar match now, which is there is no actual work done. It's just moves, big moves. I liked him being smart enough to avoid getting speared through the timekeepers area, because that happens every one of his matches now. I liked that he was then outsmarted by getting his head shoved into the turnbuckle.
And they did the whole Heyman.
Well, yeah, and then the match gets dragged down just a little bit by, Roman interfering, which should have been the end of Brock Lesnar's night. It was not.
Yeah, because he didn't knock him the fuck out like he did Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to rate this. Isaac, what do you rate it?
3.75.
I was thinking a 3 right on the dot again. So
yeah,
I that rating.
I really like this match. I thought it did everything it needed to do for everybody involved.
Dozer, how long was this? Go ahead, Isaac.
I really loved the build up to it. Like the hype package for this one especially was really well done.
They had the fucking Armageddon guy, dude. He'd be right before you came to me in a dream last night.
I loved it. I just loved, I say it all the time, but literally the promo packages are the best thing WWE does. They're they're so good at getting you to want to see the fight when it comes down to just the promo package. And yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I dug the whole match, though.
I enjoyed it. I was excited for this meat slapping meat. 2 big men going up. I've been waiting to see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar forever because, it's an old school Mortal Kombat palette swap match.
Yeah, but I mean, and it is like there's so many parallels to those two people.
Do you remember when Bobby Lashley first debuted? And everybody was already making the comparisons between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. And then they
Black Lesnar
in Brock Lesnar's entrance.
Yep.
He did the same fucking... It's a palette swap.
Yeah.
It's the same damn guy.
Black Lesnar, man.
But, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I've been here before. I like meat slapping meat. It was a 375 all day, every day for me. Now...
How long was it?
10 minutes and 15 seconds.
Perfect.
That's about, absolutely perfect.
Perfect.
And the Meltzer gave it a 2.75.
I don't feel like that's...
He's not wrong.
I don't feel like it's a terrible rating by...
No, he's not wrong. I mean, I'm a huge Lesnar fan, so I'm going to always rate it higher.
I think he's a Lesnar hater.
I'll tell you, I could totally see myself, maybe not like just to sit down and watch it, but maybe throw it on here in like a year or two. I would totally throw on like the first 3 or 4 matches of this card as I'm like going to sleep or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just interesting enough to not, allow me to go straight to sleep, but I wouldn't be totally invested because it's not Sabu throwing chairs at people. I tried to go to sleep to ECW last night, and I was like, nah.
Which, by the way, did you see Sabu responding to Brian Kendrick's thing?
Oh, no. Oh,
so there was somewhere like, it can't be that bad, fam, or whatever. And somebody posted one of the quotes from Kendrick, and Sabu just responded, well, shit.
Yep.
So yeah, now we have it versus Grit.
Dude,
I'm going to come right out the gate here, and I'm going to say, I forgot to write a goddamn rating down. This is all I have written for this match. Not bad.
I'm gonna cut you off at the pass, Isaac. Maryse's boobs look good. We all know they look good. That's all you could watch. That's the only thing you remember about this match. Okay.
No, I remember a couple other things.
Titties.
Them titties though were fucking 5-star, bro. Those things were incredible. Incredible. This match was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I think the thing about it that I liked the most was the glam slam at the end that Edge performed, and fucking just it looked so good. Like, and I just think that like the biggest issue with this match is that intergender matches in WWE feel like they have no stakes because you literally can't wear someone down. Like the idea is like, oh, and she's struggling to get to the ropes, and then it's like, yeah, they both get a break, and it's like the dudes come in or whatever. It's just like, but they got like the ladies got in some good moves on the dudes.
Yo, Maryse had a fucking fly hurricane run off the top rope. A fly hurricane run.
And yeah, I don't know, like I think I like this because I went in expecting it to just be so stupid. And then, like, they all really put in some effort. Was it the best match of the night? No. Was it the worst match of the night? Yes.
No.
Yeah,
not
it was.
To Meltzer.
Oh, Shane hates the men's rumble more, but this for me was 2.5 stars. It wasn't offensive. It was right down the middle. It was entertaining. And like it served the purpose of giving you a break after like the Lesnar match and giving you a little like something fun to get you geared up for the Rumble.
And I'll tell you why you liked it so much is because this was an open. Yes. Also, this was an open love letter to the Attitude Era. This was very, very, very much just an overly storylined, overly choreographed, just sort of romp through gimmicks and angles and different things. And for what it was, it worked because I believe all 4 competitors tried very, very, very hard. And I cannot fault them on effort. I can just fault them on the fact that it just really didn't interest me, and Edge is probably Mark Shane's favorite wrestler of all time. And it was still fine. I mean, I didn't hate it by any means. I think I liked it enough to give it like a 2.25.
Okay, yeah, that's reasonable.
If I'm sitting and I'm going to watch the rest of the show up till this point, which is a possibility, I could see myself sitting through this match just to complete it if that's what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, while you guys were talking, I interpreted my not bad, not amazing to slightly better than average. I gave it a 2.75. Which I can't believe I'm fucking saying this. Meltzer gave it a 3.
Wow.
It's the second straight of the night.
I know you can't shit on the man. He's
no.
I was talking to Isaac because he did a fucking head shake. Like he's fucking crazy, bro. You were a 0.5 off of him. That's a responsible rate. We were all within 1.
I'm just honestly, I'm just shocked that he rated it so highly. I'm just surprised.
He just had fun with it, man.
I guess so. So we're at the
we had 2 straights in the night.
I know. A full house, 2 straights and 3 queers.
Hey. I'll kiss you on the lips.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Men's restroom. All right, I'll see you there.
That brings us to the men's Royal Rumble.
Man, this got off to a hot start. Let me tell you. Alan Joseph coming in. Nakamura coming in. The crowd popped hard. He was treated like the absolute beast he is.
Yep.
And then what? You had Austin Theory coming in, who's like a really big player for the company right now. He's like been involved with Vince McMahon on camera, which is a super big deal at this point because he doesn't do that very much. Yeah, and then you had Bobby Roode, and fucking Pat McAfee continuously calling him Bob Roode. And Michael calling him Robert Roode, dude.
And then someone named Ridge
Holland.
I don't know who that is.
He used to hang out with Pete Dunne, who was not in this match for some reason.
And he's a rugby player.
Here's the issue with this match. Is that this match
Sami Zayn
wasn't fun. It wasn't fun like the women's match because there were no surprises. There was no shock and all other than Lesnar entering last and winning, which was a shock.
Returning from injury counts for something.
Who?
Drew.
Yeah. Well, no, that was an actual injury. I just think he took
the only actually surprising entrant, honestly.
Brock. And it was awful.
No. I mean, it was Bad Bunny. Yeah, I mean that was surprising. And
he's a celebrity that looked better than half your roster, dude.
They really pushed him.
You had Shane McMahon coming back, right? And then he eliminated Kevin Owens, which was fucked up. It was so fucked up. He had Johnny Knoxville, which was fun. His interaction with Sami Zayn works because Sami Zayn's character is so ridiculous to begin with. Like,
that was great. Yeah.
Also, thinking about it, I don't think there's ever been a better celebrity to be in the Royal Rumble than Johnny Knoxville.
No, absolutely not. And he came out wearing like this. Great. I think he did that.
Shaq in the Rumble?
I think so.
That'd be awesome.
Or was that just like a Saudi thing?
I thought Shaq did a WrestleMania bet, but I don't know.
No, I mean he's definitely wrestled. I mean he wrestled Cody like a year and a half ago now.
On AEW though.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, he appeared. But I don't know. I mean, this match just felt disjointed. Like everyone tried, whatever, but
you could definitely tell that it was not the first plan. And there was some things that went wrong, like it kind of sucks because like you had that moment where it was kind of obvious that like Kofi was supposed to like do something special, come back in, have a moment with Big E. They messed that up. I was curious about is that Ridge dude or whatever the guy who is Sheamus's protege?
Yes.
And so like it almost looked like he was like supposed to catch him when Sheamus came in and he got knocked off the apron.
No, I think so. But then they turned it into something really funny, which I actually laughed out loud at, which is, "Oi, I'll get him. I'll get him. Go in there and get him. Oi, I'll get him for you." Dude, laughing my ass off. Chad Gable was a highlight in this match.
Incredible. Otis
turning everyone against
Omos.
Omos, and then Styles eliminating him with just an awful looking phenomenal forearm to the bottom of his feet.
Yeah.
But
Otis coming in. Otis was great. Bugs. Is that what his name is? Bugs.
Rick Boogs. But
dude, quick, that guy. Pat McAfee, yes.
Yeah, go for it. Pat McAfee, dude. Otis comes in. Like, who's the man? Pat McAfee. You're the man, Otis.
That is incredible. Do it for Alpha Academy. Otis needs his beard back, though.
Dude, 100%. And Michael Cole, like they had this interaction, I think after Chad Gable got eliminated, but Otis was still in the ring, and Corey Graves, not Corey Graves, Pat's like, it's Alpha Academy's best, disciple, Otis.
It's his only disciple.
Yeah, it's his only disciple. And then Pat just goes, well, that could mean the best of things or the worst of things. You just don't know. Just moved on.
You just don't know, Michael. I love Pat, dude. He's a fucking treasure. He really is.
He's so good. And again, that dude can actually kind of wrestle. We saw with Adam Cole.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we had Drew Mack coming back. We had Matt Riddle and fucking Randy Orton teaming up, and like that was I actually since they didn't end it with Riddle and Orton breaking up, like I do think that like them staying as like a team through the whole thing without any signs of breaking or cracking is something that I've actually haven't seen before in a Royal Rumble. Ever.
Saw with Nikki and Brie earlier. Or actual real life sisters.
I've never ever seen that in a Rumble where a tag team or two partners go in and they stay like legit throughout. Maybe New Day, Yeah, I guess I was gonna say they might be the only ones though. It really is like pretty rare to see.
Well, again, you know what Randy's doing with Matt Riddle?
Yeah, he's smoking weed, bro.
He's having fun.
Yeah, he's smoking weed and having fun. But I will say my biggest thing is that I really wish it had built towards Riddle and Lesnar. I think that would have been a really great way to deal with all this shit. But
I just think it would have been better to not have Brock Lesnar in the Rumble at all because he didn't need to be there. He didn't really deserve to be there. They could have just done Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania because of what happened earlier in the night, because Roman Reigns cost Lesnar the title.
Brock's the GOAT.
So they still could have just like had Matt Riddle win or have anyone else win and actually benefited anything, because the bottom line of this match is the Royal Rumble didn't mean anything to anyone other than Shane McMahon and Bad Bunny. Brock Lesnar doesn't gain anything from winning the Rumble here. He gains literally nothing. No one's going to remember it.
Bad Bunny hit that fucking destroyer.
Yeah, cool, dude.
No, that wasn't cool.
That sucks. Kevin Owens lost a bunch because he entered in late. You know who lost a shit ton? Big E, because Big E looked like a little bitch in this match. Big E should have won this Rumble. Big E should have gone to WrestleMania. And if they don't really believe in him, he can lose to Bobby Lashley. But that dude got fucked. That dude got fucked for Brock Lesnar, who isn't gaining anything. And for that, this match gets a 1.5.
Wow.
It was disjointed. It sucked. Isn't it the worst Rumble match I've ever seen? Lesnar winning is a real deal breaker. It's terrible.
There were only two people who clocked in at under a minute. One of them was Robbie Roode at 54 seconds, and the other one was Kofi Kingston at 21 seconds, and he wasn't supposed to be eliminated that quickly. I give this one a 3.5. I had a lot of fun.
You are out of your fucking mind. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm tempted.
3.5?
I'm tempted to go 3 3/4 because I had a lot of fun with it. But I'm going to go 3.5.
That rating.
I'm going to go 3.5 because they didn't do what I would have really loved, which would have been build towards like a more Riddle Lesnar feud. But whatever, I would have liked to see Riddle win. Riddle winning would have gotten a 4.5, but 4 would have been had they built Riddle and Lesnar. But as it is, I'm going 3.25 or 3.5.
So what I'm going to say is this should have started a storyline I am going to call Unhinged Brock. So you should have had number 30 above the ring. Their music hits, and you just see them come Lance Archer style, flying out of the tunnel, and Brock coming right behind him.
And I'd be okay with that.
And then you work out a way. You don't announce Brock for the Elimination Chamber, but you have him do the same thing and enter it.
Yes. Oh, since he technically won the Royal Rumble, I guess we'll give him a shot here.
And he doesn't. You Shayna Baszler it at the Elimination Chamber. You have no one be eliminated. Have him be the last person in, and in less than a minute, have him eliminate everyone else. Because you're just going complete unhinged, unbridled fury. And it just goes to the WrestleMania match with Roman.
I like it.
And slowly getting more and more pissed off. That's how I like
it. And that's the issue, is that there was nothing that changed with him winning the Rumble. Nothing in the WWE changed. Nobody benefited from it. Literally, the rest of the male roster did not benefit from it. They actively lost from him winning the Rumble. This was not a good choice business-wise.
And
this
here's
a terrible choice.
Just continuing. Things they could have done to have made this ending better. Like, especially since we have kind of established the fact you can't really get disqualified or any bullshit in a Royal Rumble.
Have Roman come back out again and cost... Yeah, exactly. Yes.
We're talking better storylines here. TLDR, I gave it a 2. Meltzer gave it a 2. Isaac gave it a 3.5. Shane gave it a 1.5. I give the whole show a 3.728. Blah, blah, blah. 3.5.
I give it a literal 3 on the dot. I think that's what it deserves, and that's not a bad rating.
3.5 for the show. I had a lot of fun. It was a good show.
Meltzer doesn't rate the whole show. I'm not calculating it. And you know what? We'll be back next week with some sort of tier maker, list breaker.
We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna talk shit. We're gonna
I can tell you what we're absolutely not going to do. We are not going to rate the new WWE themes because they have fucked them up to the high heavens. Until next week. That's Isaac. That's Shane. I'm Doza. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Love.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Such Good Shoot. If you are on YouTube, please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon. Or subscribe to us on your favorite audio catcher. Or finally, if you're on Facebook, leave a comment, like the video, and make sure to share it out